Winner of numerous awards for its food and cocktails, Ortega 120 has built a great reputation for its modern and sophisticated approach to Mexican cuisine.
Today, we're going to be making two Mexican dishes, two traditional dishes. The first dish that we're going to do is called birria. It's basically braised in its own jus with a little bit of garlic. We have a little bit of cipollini onions that go with the dish, and a little bit of Mexican street corn that's real traditional in Mexico that you find when you're cruising down the street and there's people selling corn all over the place with a little bit of mayonnaise and cotija cheese. It's a real fun food to eat. And this is the lamb shank right here. This lamb shank's been braising for 4 hours. This dish is usually an all-day event when you're doing it at the party. It's a very festive dish. Usually it's all morning, you're digging the hole out in the backyard, getting prepared for the goat, to roast the goat inside of it. And while the food's getting ready, everybody's partying, dancing, having a good time. Over here, I'm gonna grab some lime-scented rice. I'm gonna settle that right there in that bowl. Traditionally, this is the same cut that you'd hear in an Italian restaurant, like a osso buco, but it's a little lower on the shank, so you get more bone on it. We're gonna set it right here next to this rice. And place that street corn in there. These nice cipollini onions. And we'll go ahead and pour that jus all over the top of it. And that garlic. And these are the red wine onions. We're gonna put these beautiful red wine onions to get that nice little vinegar flavor on there, a little acid to bring out the flavor in that meat. Garnish it with a little green onion. Hit it with a little bit of chopped cilantro to finish off the dish. This is the first dish that we're gonna do. This is the birria, lamb shank birria with corn, cipollini onions, and red wine vinegar onions. Okay, the next dish we're gonna make for you today is a gordita. And this is a traditional Mexican street food. First, we're gonna go right here and we're gonna take this braised short rib. This has been a 4-hour braised in a chili broth, fresh chopped red onion, nicely chopped cilantro. And the last thing we're gonna add, this is a queso Oaxaca. It's a traditional Mexican cheese. It's very similar to mozzarella, almost the same milk content, the same flavor profile. So we're gonna mix that all together here. This is corn masa. This is what you make a traditional Mexican style corn tortilla. And what it's made from is dried corn. It's dried down, it's grinded down into a powder, and it's added with a fat and with a liquid. And what we use here for this one, we use manteca, which is pork fat, and we use chicken stock to give this masa a little bit of flavor. We're gonna kind of pat it out like we're gonna make a tortilla here. There's a lot of dishes that are very similar throughout South America. In El Salvador, they have what's called a pupusa, which is very similar. We're gonna stuff this masa nice and hearty here. So we're gonna now fold that over. So now we have this nice stuffed little pocket of dough. We're gonna drop that right into the fryer. It's gonna take about 2 or 3 minutes until it's nice and golden crispy. And on the base of this gordita, when we're gonna plate it, we're gonna use this beautiful fresh hand-hacked guacamole, which is just avocado, tomato, a little bit of red onion, and salt. We're gonna make a nice line of this avocado guacamole. Oh yeah, it's nice and golden brown and beautiful, nice and crispy. Hear that beautiful crunch when I cut through it. Oozing queso Oaxaca. This is a avocado and jalapeno puree. We're gonna put that right over the top. Some baby cilantro. This is actual micro cilantro. We're gonna finish it off with queso cotija. This is a dried Mexican milk cheese. It's a little more wet than a Parmesan, not as sharp, a little more milder. We're just gonna sprinkle that on top. And that's it. Right there we have a Mexican style gordita with 4-hour chili braised short rib, queso Oaxaca, and a jalapeno avocado puree, our salsa if you will.
And just around the corner, more than 240 tequilas.